Rate 10. Start recording checkbox now. Control window. Sync ramp OBS studio. No previous. No next. Studio mode. Control win. Sync mixer win. Sources window. Scene window. Status bar. Rip. Graphic. KB/S 2158. Drop frame 00.0020. Rec 0000. CPU 3.9%. No next. Rec drop KB/S 2133. Graphic. KB/S 2180. Drop frame 00.0029. Mention 1 of 184. Phone new blocked friend follow like sent tweets. Sent direct messages. Sent tweets 3 of 202. TFFP podcast left key 7 phone 3400 list 40 mode list for all things and list for timeline for timeline for timeline like sent direct sent tweets 200 Sarah Madden week 2 Seahawks versus Steelers number live stream http://youtube.com/Mary125 folder view list recycle bin not read restrain chat row 1 column 1 restrain chat banner landmark click and type a message edit blank button unavailable button connected channels clickable. Software later button. Install button. Restrain chat setup dialog. Restrain chat 2.3.9 beta text.
Oh, great.
Restrain chat setup 239 beta.
We've got an update. Okay.
Speak progress bar. Speak and speak progress. No progress. Speak progress bar. Speak for progress bar. Restrain chat setup 239 beta. Property page installing. Please wait.
Trying to find my charger for my phone. Oh, here it is. Okay, why did NVDA quit talking? Not good. Can I pull up narrator at all?
Let's hold on. Narrator.
Yes, I can.
One running window is requesting attention. Quick start button. OBS Studio 2.3. What do you mean? Feed select. What do you mean? Feed Celeste Collins. Hold vlog. No copyright music. Rest room chat setup. 2 of rest room chat dialog. Wait for the program to respond. Button. Rest. Close the program. Button. Cancel. Button. What do you mean? OBS narrator. Exiting narrator.
Restream just crash on me?
Problem with shortcut dialog. The item restrain.exe that this shortcut referred to has been changed or moved, so this shortcut will no longer work properly. Do you want to delete this shortcut? Yes button alt plus Y. Folder view list restrain chat 44 and 47.
And why did Windows ducking turn on?
Run dialog type the name of the folder. Edit blank menu. Restrain chat problem with shortcut dialog. The item restrain chat unknown.
Okay.
What do you mean feed? Celeste Collins OBS Studio. What do you mean feed? Celeste Collins.
What's going on here?
Run dialog type. Folder titled Google Chrome. Dashboard. Restrain. Visited link. Multi-streaming. Elements list dialog. Chat. Visited data. Red circle and dashboard. Restrain Google Chrome. Open. Elements. Download for Windows 21 and chat product Google Chrome. Downloading 43.8 MB. Restrain plus chat plus setup plus 2.3.9 beta.exe alert. Multi-streaming. Visited link. Elements. Download for Restrain. Visited one of chat product Google Chrome. Chat product document. Elements dashboard. Visit red circle and dashboard. Download clickable streaming monitor 0489 heading level 1. Link heading level 10419. Link heading level 19. Link resolution. Link 1200. Link FPS. Link 60. Link bitrate. Link 2176. Link keyframe interval. Link 2. List with 2 item webcam new. Item list clickable start TMP URL. Link button. Edit article stream. Link reset table edit button. Item table 24/7.
Whoa! I will be right back. Okay, let's install. Oh boy.
Intercom chat frame click out of frame 24/7. Table button copy key.
Nope.
Streaming no previous heading. No next heading. No previous heading. Link chat link heading level 1 streaming monitor. Stream monitor. Visited link restream. Visited link multi-streaming. No next heading. Clickable with link analytics. Link cat button more. Button collapse. Visited link. Visited link. Link analytics. Link cat setter. Link monitor. Link health send separator. MRE 12 at link setting. Link setter. Link monitor. Step 20. Clickable list. Clickable with 6 items. Link incoming. Link YouTube stream now. Link Twitch. Link Periscope. Link Mixer. Link Facebook Live and list bit rate. 2001 key rate 2 FPS 60 frame 0% video codec. H 264 audio codec. Audio free 44,000 resolution 1000 server. US West list with 2 link FPS. Out of list wrap slider 500 24/7 intercom on chat frame clickable main landmark open intercom S folder view list recite runtime on folder view list recite download window item view list today grouping X. Item today grouping expanded restrain plus window dialog. Download window item view list today grouping expanded restrain plus chat plus setup plus restrain chat setup dialog restrain chat 2.3.9 beta text. Download window item view list today grouping expand restrain chat row 1 column 1 restrain chat banner landmark edit blank. Email clickable edit.
Really? I have to re-log in? What the heck?
M-A-R-R-I-E-1-2-F-E-M. Edit protected. Blank. Blank. Create account link. Login button. Protected by recap. Type a message. Edit. Blank. Analytics. Type a message. Edit. Blank. Analytics button link. Button settings. Button settings. Button settings. Button set link. Button analytics. Button connected channels.
Come on.
Clickable. Blank. 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 Link button close. Link button dashboard. Blank. 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 Link button list initialized. 0. Out of list blank. Heading level 2 channel. Heading level 4 runtime. Heading level 2 connected. List with 5 items K7 new initialized. 0. Sarah Lawami. Initialized. 0. Sarah stop. 0. Sarah initial 0. Key 7 initial 0. Out of list link button that blank. 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 Link button close. Analytics button link.
Well, something broke.
Restrain chat. Settings button. No next form. No next. Analytics button link connected button on a clickable type a message edit. Man. H. Clickable map button disable. Button enable. To prevent double posting, we recommend enabling timers only in one chat instance. Button enable. Button disable. Graphic status. Clickable menu button sub menu. Clickable type a message. Clickable menu. Graphic status. Graphic status. Graphic status. No names are read out in chat. Thanks. Welcome to the stream. Just as a reminder, please type who you are and at the time of this update. OBS Studio what we wanted to be broken elegance.mp3 VLC media player VLC. 5:01 PM.
Alright. Yay. Oh. Oops. Let me actually send it. Wait.
TFFP key 7 from 3000 tweet 0.
Where's my Twitter?
I think I'm live. I think I'm live. I'll have issues with and restream. YouTube.face. YOUTUBE.com/MARRIUB121E. UIE12 blank. CTI_T_IT_C blank. VLCC/program found/vid. We love Karma Audio Lytics, no copyright music.mp3 VLC
Shut
media
up,
player.
VLC. Oh, I need to switch inputs here. Let's do that.
What up, yo?
Hey, read the chat reminder, please.
Folder view list. Recycle bin not selected. Xbox shortcut forum. Xbox console companion. Xbox console companion window. Expand menu button. Refresh button. List got something to say button. Refresh button. Activity alerts button. Expand menu button. Refresh button. List customize button. Got something to say. Refresh button. Expand menu button. Refresh button. List got share something button. Larry McRock 1. Larry share got customize button. Refresh button. Expand menu. Activity alerts button.
Wait, what's going on?
Expand menu button. Refresh button. List customize button.
My name is Anton.
Ah,
Got something to say button.
hello.
Share something. Larry like post button. Larry
come
share
on.
spots. Customize. Refresh button. Expand menu button. Expand menu. Left click key 7 on Sarah Lawami Hammer for 3006.
Okay, there we go.
List home 1 of 10. My team cap clubs not trending, not Microsoft search, not connection, not select, selected. Map button. Refresh button. Friends list button. Party button. Friend more Terran Xbox Connect button. More button. Terran Xbox Connect button. Add a device button. Refresh button. Map button. Minimize menu button. Map button. Add a Terran Xbox Connect button.
What's going on here with NVDA?
More button. Terran Xbox. Left click pop-up dialog. Connect automatically checkbox checked.
No.
Forget console button. Connect automatically checkbox checked. Forget console button. Map button. Refresh button. List not something to say button. Custom minimize menu button. Refresh button. List customize button. Minimize activity alerts but for new messages button. Active minim refresh list not something share something but Larry McRock 123 shared in Forza starting at 7:30.
Oh, yay, someone's playing Forza.
Share something button.
Love the game.
Not something to say button. Customize button. Refresh button. Minimize menu refresh. Minimize menu. Minimize menu left click key 7 on Sarah Lawami camera store. List home 1 of 10. My game team captured not select clubs not selected. Trend Microsoft store search not connection not selected selected. Minimize menu button. Map button. Refresh button. Add a device button. Sarah Xbox Connect button. More button. Sarah Xbox. More button. Sarah Xbox Connect button.
Seriously? Why isn't the streaming thing working?
Run dialog type select.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
SND selected.
Type.
Selection. Text folder view list Xbox shortcut 447.
Let's restart NVDA.
Run dialog type
Maybe
the name of the
that'll
program.
work? I don't know. I've never had this break
Text
on
folder.
me.
Folder view list Xbox console Xbox console more button. Sarah Xbox Connect button.
Where's my controller? Oh, here it is. Let's make sure. Okay, so I can actually use it, so.
Add a device button. Sarah Xbox Connect button. More.
No. What the?
Add a device button. Sarah Xbox Connect button. Invoke friends list button. Party button. For new messages activity minimap button. Refresh button. Add a device button. Stream button.
There we go.
Test streaming button. Stream button.
Okay, why isn't, like, the spacebar working? What happened?
Sarah Xbox. Stream button. Invoke.
Fine. I don't mind using the cursors, but.
Go home button.
There we go.
Mute button. Close button. Show info about what it. Show info about what it. No next. When I only beats the no copyright use VLC.
Alright.
VLC. Xbox. OBS 64C. Xbox console.
Horizontal system actions. My games and apps. Button. 1 of 3. Recent. Disconnect. Button. 1 of 5. Madden NFL 20. Press menu button for more options. Button. 2 of 5.
Run dialog type the name of the program, folder document or internet resource and folder view list Xbox short Xbox. Rate 0 rate variant deposit value 1 election value 55 value 30.
Gears 5. Madden NFL 20.
I
Press
thought
menu
I
button
hit
for
A
more
on
options.
that.
Button. 2 of 5.
There we go. We are doing Seattle Seahawks versus Steelers. Well, assuming that Madden actually starts. That would be nice. Oh, there we go.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I've always thought that logo sounded a little smug.
OBS with 3 tab. OBS button. Xbox button. Mention 33 on direct messages 7 on 28 narrow bold data amber and I went out with some family members and tomorrow the family found play test my college team also after that we doing some basic Sunday something. Oh, Xbox on.
Pop-up dismiss.
What's going on now?
Let's dismiss. Let's go.
What is this?
OBS 2020 Xbox console companion Xbox. Recognizing result documents take the spotlighting. This went to Ultimate Team. This week Julio Jones for the 54 yard. Go ahead TV and various later yard. Game ending in week set or league dismiss. Let's go.
Oh, let's dismiss that.
Dismiss. Let dismiss. Entering main screen,
Direct
join the
message is 1 of 28.
celebration.
Direct message total 0 of 10,000 characters. Direct message total edit multi-line. They letting you know I am online now and whatever doesn't turn out to be blank be to out turn doesn't selected. Direct message total 0 of 64 slash Xbox.
Alright, let's go to franchise.
Franchise is selected. Main, you have 3 options. 1 pending invite is selected. Cloud.
I'll take care of that later. I don't know who I was invited
Entering
to, but okay.
Cloud franchise screen, undefined. Search leagues is selected. 1 pending invite is selected. Create new franchise. Load franchise is selected.
Because I was playing in my own, let's make sure that the enjoy to play is selected.
Name of the league, key 7 _. Name of the league, played on Joy League. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Start weekly training. Play season game is selected. Entering training pop-up, you have not yet done your training for the week. What would you like to do? Start training. Skip simulate training.
I don't think I can do the training.
Entering team select screen, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the home team, are selected.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Wait, I'm confused. I thought I was okay.
Ready.
Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With that, we're off to Pittsburgh for the home opener. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Hold on.
Entering pause screen,
OBS
resume.
2023.1.
All right, so let's continue here. Okay.
Xbox on.
Instant replay. Resume.
Why can't I? Okay, there we go.
A first carry for the converted wideout. J.D. Kisk stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him.
I remember this from Saturday, or last Sunday when I played.
And if that continues,
exact
it'll be a
duplicate.
long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Carson. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Well, that didn't happen last week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Whoops.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's
That's
up
exactly
in
what
after a
happened
gain of
last
2
Sunday.
out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I want to try something here. No. Ah! I didn't want to do that. I did.
Started streaming.
There we go. Saved.
Game offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, they're scared.
A carry now for McKissick. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the delay, here's Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third down, Wilson trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That is caught at the 7-yard line, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, almost.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Oh.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They go option right on second and goal. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD&C. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the
At
football.
least the Seahawks are 14-0.
He wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the ball.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. but escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
This is Carson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to...
All right. At least it's I think it's 14-0, I think.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
This is exactly what happened Saturday.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
It was Wilson. Oh, I see.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's McKissick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
I remember that from last Sunday, or whatever.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Carson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go read option with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. Fighting his way through contact. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football.
No, it kind of wasn't.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearm.
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest of that.
Check 55, Mike. Give me that ball,
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh, come on.
We've not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Come on. Oh, come on. Is it still, is it
New button.
connected?
Quality button.
Wait.
Show info about quality button. New button.
Ah, come on. Quit your buffering. Oh dear. Hang on, let's... Oh.
Okay button. We lost the connection to your console. Run the streaming test to get suggestions about how to make streaming better.
Hang on a minute. Let's pause that. Hold on.
Xbox console companion. We lost okay button. Info minimize menu button. No next. No next. Activity alerts but for new messages. Activity no next. No next. No next. Back button. Refresh button. Add a device button. There is Xbox connect button. Info friends list button.
I need a capture card. I really need a capture card. Ah.
Party button. For new activity minimize back button. Refresh button. Add a device button. Screen button. Info.
A7 Zoom has streaming.
Home button.
Instant replay. Resume. Resume.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Automatic first down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, looks like streaming broke there for a minute. Oh, come on, stop.
Now just got a lot tough. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Brate has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10 is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with McKissick. And he won't be close as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch him off guard, but the defense was ready.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. You know, we've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they
Game
don't get
report
it done.
player stats. Entering.
So for Pittsburgh,
Game
it's a
report
win
player
here in their
stats.
home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco
game.
49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop.
Entering
All right.
feedback screen, you have 2 options. You have 21 options. Fantasy goals is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. View box score is selected. View message. View box score is selected. View box score is selected. View message. X Factor QD is selected.
Let's see. Oh, that's not going to read, but let's see if OCR
Content is not visible.
wants to cooperate.
Restrict Xbox on. Restrict tab row 1. Stream recognizing result document. Button open enter. Restrict tab row 1 column 1. Stream monitor Google Chrome. Restrict tab row 1 column 2. Restrict tab recognizing result document. Type MS. Download row 1 column OBS Xbox console Xbox recognizing result document. Don't game to me and my time played hard. Ben Roethlisberger. Quarterback. Hey, I know Velocity were the better team today. I know Velocity is probably hard to swallow, but guess what?
Oh, it's between the teams, I think.
We were the better team today, and that's just not in the NFL. Better luck next time. Continue.
Oh, nice.
Xbox console
Entering
companion.
franchise hub screen, things to do.
All right, so let's find the schedule because I don't remember who I don't know who I'm going to play next week.
Team my player is selected.
So, go right.
Edit player. My goals. My team. My edit player. Members, you have 11 options. For life 8657 is selected.
Okay. I see my members.
Marin 711 is selected.
Well, they're not mine, but
League news.
league news,
Options settings.
option settings.
Things to do. You
And
have 2
things to do.
options. View box score is selected.
Oh, best speed, maybe?
Entering. Warning pop-up. Are you sure you want to quit franchise mode? No.
You don't want to do that.
Yes. No.
Do right arrow again. I mean, right
Team
again.
edit player.
Oh,
Team edit player.
we have team edit player.
Go right again.
Members, you
Members?
have 11 options. Marin
And
711 is selected.
Of course, 11 members now.
Go right.
League schedule.
League. Oh, there it is. I missed it the first time. All right, so let's see what we have.
Options settings. League schedule. Standings. Schedule. Entering schedule screen. You have 2 options. Team schedule is selected. League schedule. Team schedule.
Let's do team schedule first.
Entering schedule screen. 17 rows, 11 columns. Left filter Seahawks, right filter regular season week 1. Week 2.
All right, week 2 already happened. Let's go to week 3.
Week 3. Game day and times on 4:25 p.m. Game opponents versus Saints.
Oh, great.
Result.
Yay.
Nice.
Result L 14 to 17.
Wait, we lost?
Game opponents at Steelers. Result L 14 to 17.
14 to 17. We lost? In this sim? And then with the one from the week before,
Result L 13 to 21.
13 to 21.
Game opponents versus Bengals. Result L 13 to 21.
L 13 to 21. No, I thought we won that. Let me see
Game opponents
when we
versus
play.
Bengals.
When I
Game
get to play
opponents
against
at
you.
Steelers. Game opponents at Cardinals. Game opponents versus Rams. Game opponents at Browns. Game opponents versus Ravens. Game opponents at Falcons. Game opponents versus Buccaneers. Game opponents at 49ers. Game opponents. Game day and time by week. Week 11.
Yeah, I can view up to week 10. So now let's see what happens if I view the league.
Entering schedule. League
I don't know if I
schedule.
can. But let's see what happens.
Entering schedule screen. 16 rows, 7 columns left. Filter season week 2, week 2. Week 2. Game day and time Sun 1 p.m. Game matchup Cardinals at Ravens. Result.
Okay, that game wasn't played yet.
Game matchup Cardinals at
So
Ravens.
this
Entering
franchise
schedule
has.
screen. You have 2 options. League schedule is selected.
Let's see. 10. I think 10 more games to play, or I think no, 8. Unless we didn't play our games. Well, at least the team will advance Monday at midnight, so we have time. But at least I got my week 2 game done this week now. I just have to wait until next week. So, there we go.
Guide for K7 Zoom window. Guide tab. 5 of 8. Home. Button. Horizontal system actions. My game. Recent. Disconnect. Button. Madden NFL. Disconnect. Button. 1 of 5. Dialog. Keep streaming. Button. 2 of 2. Disconnect. This ends the current stream. Guide for K7 Zoom window. Recent. Disconnect. Button. 1 of 5.
Restrain chat row 1
What?
2. Restrain chat. Downloads row 1 column 5. Restrain chat Xbox console 3 monitor dual row 3 monitor
I'll do it
dual row
later.
1. Xbox 3 monitor dual row 1 column 3. Restrain chat row 1 column 1. Xbox console companion row 1 column 2. Xbox. Button. Restrain chat row 1 column 1. Downloads row 1 column 3. Yes 2023.
Alright, take care, you guys.
2 row check box check. Stop sync and configurable configuration pin button 3. And transition
Let me stop
Restrain
that.
mixer sorted window. Mixer window. Volumes property new tab volumes property sorted check button transit control setting to the start with stop streaming.